kind of running out of time here, but
Mm.
uh, let's see. We don't care about that. Platform improvements. I don't know. The things I would put down about that is the big ones are iOS apps. When you run them on the iPad and on your Mac, they are going to be fully resizable in any way the user wants to resize them. So that's an aspect ratio and layout challenge, I'm sure.
Yeah, that sounds challenging.
So that's a big one, I think. Whether, when they added this thing with iPad apps last year where you could run them in Windows and resize them and things.
Right.
So that was sort of like your sneak preview.
Well, the new Device Hub app replaces the simulator, as I'm understanding.
Yeah.
Now we have Device Hub, and that had a lot of features associated with like just little toggles to test your accessibility.
Right. A lot of things that were in the simulator before, but you had to go to like menus and find them. And but now they've got them all kind of right in the sidebar there. I thought that looked great.
Yeah.
They also said you could use that Device Hub app to interact with your actual live connected devices the same way you interact with simulators. And
very cool.
And one of the things they said when they were talking about Xcode specifically is it seems like they have exposed, everything to be able to be interacted with and seen by AI agents, so you could have them, it can interact with your simulators and they can interact with your devices and they can understand your project and they could go through your things in your organizer to check out your crash reports and they can, I don't know. They had a long list of things. I did not write most of them down because there was a very long list of things that they've put in there. Xcode can be more personalized. That's great. Did you see the, I have to play with a couple of those. Those look fun. Yeah. They also said you could do a different style per project if you want.
Also love that.
So this is my purple project,
Yeah, that might be a bit of context switching, but that might be helpful actually.
Yeah, it might be.
With AI agents and people switch back and forth between projects, you might be switching more
we've talked about AI and things in the past a little bit, and I'm a little more AI heavy than I think you are at this point. But I find when I'm working with the AI agents on coding, there's a lot of time where you're mostly waiting for the thing.
Oh.
And so compulsively, I have to have a second thing open to work on because I can code doing something, and then this one over here needs to then be doing something. So then I don't just sit there staring at it.
Sure. And is that two different projects or two different parts of the same project?
Usually I try to do two different projects.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the same project if I could try to work in like an unrelated area. Hopefully, like let's say I'm working on onboarding here and I'm working on, I don't know, analytics over here, kind of mostly not overlapping. That tends to work best. I've got my Xcode MCP server, not the one that comes with Xcode, but my own MCP server that I connect to Claude Code that does things like build the project and get back the errors and the warnings and things. And everything goes great until it tries to do the same project multiple times. Because, you get the pop-up in Xcode saying, a build is already running. Do you want to replace it? And if it then sends another request to do a build while that thing is on the screen, it'll stay on the screen forever until you kill Xcode.
Oh, interesting.
And it's very annoying. So, so that's the main reason I try to go to different projects though, honestly, because that's annoying. But yeah, so, multiple projects, that sounds great. They said Xcode is going to cloud sync all your settings now.
Love that too.
That sounds fantastic. They're still pushing their Xcode cloud.
Don't use it.
Good for them.